Vivek, hi. Thanks so much for joining us. A lot of wagon orders which are lined up. In fact, 30 to 35,000 crore worth of orders are expected. Is that something that you are hearing on the ground as well?
Yeah, good morning and happy Janmashtami to you and all. In terms of orders, we expect a large order book to come from Indian Railways, and that is the expectation. But in terms of quantum, honestly, your guess is as good as mine. But we are seeing a lot of traction in the sector, and if you have seen over the last 1 year, railway has shown considerable growth in terms of the freight loading as well as revenues. And if you look at the recent announcements, they have announced three to four new corridors, economic corridors, and the budgets have been also sanctioned uh, by the government. So yes, we do expect a lot of traction in the sector going forward.
Wanted to understand, given that 80% of your revenues right now, Vivek, are coming in from the wagon segment, help us understand what exactly is the split between passenger as well as, freight rolling stock.
So, when it comes to completely built cars, right now our focus is mainly on wagons, and that is where we feel that the real demand is there, and that's where we are ramping up our capacity. But on the passenger side, we are focused on the key components, basically the brake system and the railway wheels and couplers. So recently we acquired a company called Bonatrans, and we are seeing a lot of demand when it comes to wheel sets from Indian Railways. Right now, we are participating in tenders for more than 30,000 wheel sets and axles, which have been floated by the Indian Railways. We are ramping up capacity in Bonatrans considerably. We are again doing a sizable backward integration, and we are committed to put in a capex of about 2,000 crores over the next 2 to 3 years in that business itself. Beyond that, again, brake systems is something which we are very focused on. We have an order of roughly 200 crores when it comes to brake systems and brake discs from Indian Railways. And there itself also, we are seeing a lot of momentum. I think the railway workshops have set up a target this year to produce close to about 6,000 LHB coaches and more than 1,000 Vande Bharat. So we see a lot of traction and demand that side, both for brake systems as well as for wheel sets.
What are the company's current capacity for wagon per month? How many wagon sales is confident or the company is confident of achieving in FY25?
So this year we are targeting a sale of around close to 10,000 plus wagons in FY25. That has been our target, and we are on track for the same. Uh, in the first quarter, there had been a little bit of disruptions because of the elections, but things have picked up considerably, and we expect the momentum to continue. And we are also adding considerable foundry capacity this year. So yeah, we are in track, and going forward before end of this year, we expect the other businesses to contribute significantly. Though the wagon revenues are going to ramp up considerably, but other businesses are also going to contribute significantly. So we expect other businesses, from that 20% to be upward of 30% when it comes to the overall revenues of the company.
The other thing I wanted to understand also was, you secured batteries orders for Vande Bharat train set as well. Um, uh, we understand that it's already in the process of developing new battery packs as well. Help us understand what could be the significance of this on your financials. What are we looking at in terms of both the order inflows, the capex that you may have outlined, and the kind of revenue visibility that you have for FY25 and even beyond?
Yeah. So on the EV space, we are very buoyant. As you're aware that, in a couple of months, we are launching our first commercial vehicle, a 1-ton payload truck, which will be followed by 2-ton up to about 3-ton payload within the next 12 to 18 months after the launch of our first vehicle. So again, so battery was a natural, backward integration for us. And in the railway space, we saw a huge opportunity because, again, if you look at Indian Railways, they are uh, relying mainly on the traditional batteries, your lead acid and nickel cadmium. And there has not been much of innovation in that space. So, again, we are one of the first companies who have got the approvals for the Vande Bharat battery pack. We have a sizable order from Siemens. We expect before end of this year, further, we expect our order books to be at least close to about 100 crores for the Vande Bharat battery packs. Our first supplies are going to be, I think, around September, October is when we are looking at our first supplies. Beyond the Vande Bharat, also in the regular passenger coaches, which railway is plying and which has got a sizable population. We recently undertook a successful trial of lithium-ion battery packs. And again, we expect orders by end of this year for a replacement, from the traditional batteries to lithium-ion, which will give railways a better life cycle costs. And then we are working on other sectors with railways when it comes to, the battery packs. And I think in the next 2 to 3 years, we expect this business to be, again, railway buys close to about 1,000 crores of batteries annually. So we expect this business to be quite substantial going forward.
What is your receivable cycle with Indian Railways? Has that changed over the course of last couple of quarters?
Not really. Railway has always been a very good paymaster. And if you see, our receivables are less than a month with Indian Railways. So we don't see any uh, much of a change there. Beyond that, a lot of our business is with the private sector. If you look at our order books, about 50% of our order book is towards the private sector. And there again, we work on advances with the orders. So yeah, when it comes to payment cycles, I don't see a challenge at all going forward. I think it's very comfortable.
Good to have you on the show and all the best for the future endeavors. I'm sure we're going to talk again soon when you bag another set of orders.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.